They want attacking, purposeful football all the time. Now we've got our backs against the wall and we're going to fight, and we're going to fight hard. You've got to show me all the guts and all the determination you've got in your body. You've got to inspire me.
A marvellous kick. That's as good as you'll ever see. And Footscray back in front.
I don't know about you guys, but if I see one bloke walking out of here, give the paddle back from people out there for a good effort, I'll spew up.
From inside the centre square, boys kick the goal. Boys kick the goal. From inside the centre. I can't believe that.
Oh, g'day, Pack. Welcome to Danny Boyd with Added Stevo. It's a podcast about the most fantastic, unbelievable football club in the known universe and indeed any multiverses. The Footscray Football Club, Proprietary Limited. They trade as Western Bulldogs. I'm Danny McGinlay here at Rancho Stevo with the proprietor of Rancho Stevo. Well, if this is a proper ranch, what does that make you, the lead farmhand? Or
Yeah, maybe the lead farmhand, but it's good to be back after a week at the Spread Eagle. And last time I saw you were at the Top Dogs.
Yeah, we did
we were
actually.
just about last out the door. You had your whole family there. There were colouring in going on. There was it colouring in? Rubik's
no,
Cube?
it was. Okay, let's go straight into this. There was a battle between your wife and my two kids over the footy record Spot the Difference. And if any of the listeners got the footy record this week, I think we can all agree that one of the Spot the Differences was absolute bullshit. It was okay. Oh, and look, block your ears if you haven't done it yet. But you've had a time. One of the socks was about 3 centimeters shorter than the other one. That's not a Spot the Difference. If the sock had disappeared, sure, sock a different colour. If it was more obviously down, but we're talking, it could have been a printing error.
Wow.
Yep.
How long's that been going, a Spot the Difference?
Mate, it's gone a while.
Is there someone's job in there at AFL Record HQ?
Hey, what do you think Ash Brown's doing all the day in there? Yeah, and it is actually the highlight of the footy record for me.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, and it gets difficult. And but this one was particularly because it was such a look. It was a very easy game. Let's be honest. Against the struggling Tigs,
it was flat.
It
one
was.
of the flattest Bulldog games I've been to.
Yeah.
Just for some reason, we had to try and manufacture our own passion. We even did the doggy.
Did you?
Woof, woof, woof.
Oh, no.
Just to try and get the people in Top Dogs up and about. The average age sitting around us was probably 63, 64.
Yeah,
so we're trying to get people to lift.
Yep.
And even then, they were a bit flat.
Yeah.
But we've got to take a 10-goal win.
Absolutely. Well, I really enjoyed it. It's not so long ago that the Tigers were up and about. And don't forget, we have a rivalry with them. Ever since the Libber and Knights days, and in the women, they stole Brennan and Conti. That's just, they took Terry Wallace. They took Nathan Brown. It's always good to stick it right up. And it's hard to get a view on whether we are as good as you and I believe that the Bulldogs are, and probably all the listeners, because ultimately we were playing some overpaid training cones.
Yeah, they really weren't trying to win. It was more damage control. They won a bit of the footy, but they were going sideways. And you know what? The crazy thing is the second quarter, they didn't score.
But
we kicked about 4 goals, 7. I
didn't realise that till you pointed it out. And look, half of that was because I was getting some Korean chicken nuggets for my kids. But yeah, I was just it was ridiculous. I've rewatched the game, and yeah, they were just awful.
They were awful. We should have won by more, but some percentage would have been handy, but we're that far behind in that regard. But you take it. We had a cheer at the end. Obviously, Bont kicked a couple late, which was good down at Top Dog's end of the ground.
Yeah, the Footscray end.
The Footscray end, so we enjoyed that. But overall, it's just one of those games, and it's been a bit that way at times this year. Well, the West Coast game a little bit like that, but that was more exciting because, geez, it looked like we were going to lose early in the last.
You thought we were going to lose, but
we got a little bit behind. I mean, you get a bit
worried,
worried, don't you?
You were. You get very worried. Yeah, you were about to go for a walk.
I did disappear for the St Kilda game for a little while, but that's you worry about these things. But this was a flat one.
For those who don't know, Stevo goes for a walk when things are looking a bit ominous. I have suggested though, a few fans came up to me on Saturday night that people go for walks. This is more common than you think.
Well, I've outed myself.
Yep.
And I think it's brought others along with me.
And so I think if we did have a watch along function, say if we had an interstate final or something, and we all go to some venue and people come along, and the dogs, start winning but unconvincingly, or whatever it is that you like to go for a walk, would you take some of the listeners with you? And what would the rules be would it be no talking, no phones?
You're allowed to talk. You turn into a footy zombie, basically. That's what I call it. So you wander around, eyes glazed, thinking about anything other than footy.
So you're not allowed to talk footy?
Oh, you could probably talk it, but phones are on airplane mode.
Okay.
That's the first lesson.
Yep.
Then also in the mind, you need to know exactly when the final siren's going to go, then add 2 minutes just in case of delay. Because you don't want to turn your phone on when there's 30 or 50 seconds left and the game's still in the balance. You want to be sure that the game's dead and out of your control before you turn yourself back into the real world.
Wow.
So you wait a couple of minutes after that, then you check and you get nearby the home, so you're nearby the fridge so you can celebrate and have a beer. So there's certain rules.
Or commiserate.
Normally when I have a footy zombie walk, the dogs win.
Yep.
So I've kept doing it because, as I said, the walk normally starts when you're 2 or 3 goals up and you think, we've got this, but I just can't handle the pain of going through it because I know that things might get tight.
So the listeners, I don't think I could do it, Steve. I have to watch. I have to see what's going on. But the listeners, if they went along with
different.
you...
Again, we can talk about anything, talk about the footy, but rule number 1, you can't have your phone on, you can't check. Nobody else can know what's going on apart from me.
Yep.
And you walk the streets as a footy zombie and you look at people's faces. Do they know the score?
Yeah.
Who do they barrack for? And I've walked past houses that you can hear yelling late at night, particularly in COVID this was, when you weren't even supposed to be walking around.
Yep.
And you block your ears.
You're breaking the rules, were you?
You block your ears. Oh, just around the block. So you're worried. You don't want to see a TV. Well, if you walk past a pub, you block your eyes, block your ears.
Yep.
You've got to be oblivious and then add 2 minutes to the likely siren time. Turn your phone on and bingo. You can give your little fist pump and go back to the pub.
Get them all in. So, but you wouldn't have done that even slightly on Saturday night?
Not even I got nervous. Like, kicked a couple in the third that got things going, but I just think, I don't know, with 25,000 people there, nobody really got that carried away at all.
No, and I was actually in a time. There was a time. Look, I love my kids. There was a period where I was like, if you two weren't here right now, I actually would have gone down to level 1 and I would have stood behind the Richmond cheer squad. Because I love a Tiger tantrum. Absolute credit to the Tigers fans. They throw a tantrum better than any other fans. You got your feral Collingwoods, you got your feral Port Adelaides, but there is just something about the Tiger tantrum. It's unbridled. And that's what I've missed watching, but I couldn't leave my kids alone. I didn't want, and standing room's no good for them. They can't see over the back bit. So
I think you're right. You're onto something there. In a game like that, probably could have left the top dogs. It was to be honest, a bit sterile up there.
Yep.
A bit of sameness. Got down in the standing area on the wing. Have a cold drink down there and sort of get closer to the action because it was just one of those ones. Even I couldn't really see that well down the other end. I'm not sure what's happening there with my eyesight. I'm getting old. When I'm sitting next to a guy, I said, I can't see anything down the other end. So that's a concern.
That's when I knew I needed glasses. When I was like 20 years old, actually, because I was an early adopter of short-sightedness, but I couldn't read the scoreboard. And so then I got my eyes checked and, needed glasses. I wear contacts.
So you got contacts?
I wear contacts all the time,
Are they a pain in the backside?
No, they're a pain in the eye.
Right.
But no, they're fine.
You have to take them in and out all the time?
I take them out every night. I don't sleep in them unless I forget, which does happen sporadically.
But I think glasses have become trendy now. They're aspirational. I'm thinking of getting glasses just for an image change and quite looking forward to what the possibilities are.
Yeah, no one will recognise you because you'll be like Clark Kent. But
there's nice frames. So I'd do that if I were you, Danny, particularly
I'm not a
comedy career.
I like the peripheral vision of contact lenses. So I'm thinking of going Medinet Clinic. Getting the laser eyes.
Okay.
So I can shoot beams at the umpire when I disagree.
Right. Well, so you were one of those kids at school who early glasser?
No. There was after school. This was about 20 years old when I suddenly realised, I can't read the scoreboard. I probably should get that checked.
Yep.
And lo and behold, bang.
Yeah, but it happens more often. And it even seems to be hazier. Maybe I'm just getting older, but the light.
How old are you now, Stevo?
55.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, surely.
But the
surely that
lighting's
happens
not
about
what
them.
it was at Marble. Maybe.
No, I think
don't
it's
know.
your eyes.
So
I think-
what he's just saying?
I don't think we can.
Yeah.
I think it's more LED, but
But we had that guy running around the boundary. Was a
We
highlight.
did.
But this one was actually the game was that flat. I enjoyed it.
Well, no, that was Michael George, who his dad coached me in footy. I played with his brothers. He's part of the Northcote Bulldogs supporters group. There wasn't many of us, but I was really I was excited to
He
watch.
took a dive too. He
took a dive. Yeah.
Did he do a hamstring, or was that was just trying to get over the line?
He was just trying to get over the line. He had that spirit of that Thornbury High will give you, and sadly didn't make it. And I sent him a text. I hadn't sent him a text for like 5 years, but it was just run faster.
Yeah. Well, the other issue is, Danny, we talk about entertainment in footy. I did a bit of a story on this on Zero Hanger last week, and with a bit of exclusive info. So Thursday night, there'll be a change that perhaps could put the banner under threat. Danny.
What?
The banners are under threat.
What?
There's changes happening to footy entertainment that Collingwood effectively are coming out 3 minutes before the bounce.
Right.
None of this warm-up stuff 15 minutes before. Geelong are coming out 4 minutes before. So it's going to be a dark stadium and basically go straight to their positions. Coin toss 90 minutes before, done in private. Not sure how.
I don't like
Will
that.
they have those government officials checking the coin
Like a
toss?
Tats Lotto, yeah.
So there's questions about the song. The club songs may not be
So hang on,
playing.
who's pushing this?
Well, Collingwood are pushing it.
So Collingwood want absolute secrecy. They hide in the change rooms until 90
They'll
seconds
do a bit of a
beforehand.
warm-up 45 minutes before
Yeah.
and then disappear. So none of this crap on the ground of warming up. Umpires spend a lot of time warming up and I think they enjoy at times a bit of attention as they do
sure.
their stretches,
Well, they do.
which is fine.
Yeah.
They deserve that.
Absolutely.
But none of the players warming up, at the moment they come out 15 minutes before and sort of do what they do, a few kicks and whatever.
Yeah.
So the theory is more surprise. Bang, let's get into it. And also the fear is that with banners, are they going to be able to get them up and get them down in time for the traditional start to the game?
Well, all right. I mean, this is literally the first I'm hearing of this, and
This could put you out of a job.
well, because the Bulldogs are going to blindly follow Collingwood in everything they do, and that's no
But
way.
it's this American darkness, and then the lights come on the team, and it's sort of like it's an NRL style.
But you can't. Okay, the reason that works in basketball is because there's 5 players. You introduce those 5.
Yeah.
Bingo, bango. Here we go. I think they do it. They do it a bit in the A League as well. So you've only got 11 players there. We're talking 18 players here. We're going to intro. Actually, they do intro the players.
They do, but
and it does
I don't
get
think they'll have
tedious
time.
after
I don't
a
think
while.
they'll have time, particularly when there's a schoolgirl doing it on that bloody kids thing.
Ah, there we go. But by the time we get to Tim English, I'm exhausted.
Oh, that's right. But she did quite a good job. She tried hard, but my God, it was
Sure.
tedious by the end of it. But there'll be none of that this time because there won't be any time. So we'll have to sort of put up with a...
Mate, I don't believe
I
this
really
theory.
was keen to raise this because I've got concerns for the future of the banner.
Mate, well, Collingwood can
maybe,
get rid of the banner. I mean, West Coast and Brisbane have tried to get rid of the banner. North Melbourne have done a rubbish job for a long time. But the Dogs are committed to tradition.
You need a
these are
meeting with the meet. You need an urgent meeting.
I'll have a meeting with the meet. I'll have a meeting with Andrew Dillon and just tell him we're not changing. Unless, I mean, we're also one of the few clubs that don't play music after goals, and we love President Watson Wheeler's stance on that. There's certain traditions in footy that we don't need. Why would we follow Collingwood? Just because they've got a stupid idea.
Well, it's a watch and wait, Danny. I know that you'll struggle to watch it. It's cringeworthy for you, but the NRL, when the state of origin, they sort of just run out, like they wander out.
Do they? Yeah. I mean, they've never used banners. I think the Storm have done a bit of banner work, but traditionally
not really a banner. It's
clubs don't.
Very small piece of crepe paper, like toilet paper.
All right, well, this is the first I'm hearing it. I don't feel threatened. My natural reaction is, Collingwood want to ruin their pre-match entertainment. Go for it, but we're not going to do that.
But I think there's also, this is an inside mail, there's going to be rock songs or contemporary hits rather than the theme song as they run out.
That is a god-awful idea.
It could be Temper Trap or something like
that. Is just absolute. That is just the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, so watch this space. It's one for the fans.
The people love the songs. Actually, just on that though, people love their own team songs. That's the tradition. It's like a hymn that you sing. However, I rewatched the Bulldogs game and got to the final quarter, the final siren, and a big some text came up at the bottom of the screen that said, "Dogs roar, to defeat Tigers at Marvel. And I just saw Raw there, and I went, yeah, Raw's more associated with Richmond. Do you reckon they just had Raw ready in case
That's
Richmond
a terrible
won?
headline, isn't it?
Absolutely. But it is in our song. And then I went on a bit of a deep dive, looking at the biology of bulldogs, looking at some vets, TikToks and whatnot. Bulldogs don't roar.
No.
Ever.
So we need to change.
We need to change that song because it's not when it used to be Bulldogs Bite and Bulldogs Roar, Remember 54. When that was the theme song up until 1997, then we needed Roar. We don't need Roar now.
No.
It could be Bulldogs Fight and Bulldogs Growl. We
Let's
give our
get
very
into
best.
the Constitution here and change it. I mean, you should put a call into Kylie, and you, as the wordsmith, should be able to rework this.
It's just a simple. Change. Like we changed the national anthem. You know, Australians all let us rejoice, for we are one and free now. So it doesn't require a huge change, but I just would like us to be grammatically correct. You know, if I would also change the song, one phrase I would also change: we give our very best. I would love a bit more arrogance in there of like, we are the very best.
Yes.
Because we've already got the arrogance of you can't beat the boys of the Bulldog breed. So it's not like we're adding more arrogance. If anything, we're just backing up the arrogance that's already there. And I think arrogance in music form is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Most club songs are arrogant and hopeful.
Absolutely.
Aspirational.
Yes.
So I think there's a couple of wording changes perhaps for the AGM that we could slip through there.
Yeah,
John.
I think so. I mean, there's the songs. Hawthorns isn't very arrogant, even though they are. So maybe the song, and you know, we're a humble club, but you know, maybe our song could be arrogant. Just
North Melbourne's quite arrogant, isn't it?
Joining the chorus of North Melbourne. Yeah, North Melbourne will be champions. Just you wait and see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can do that.
Although they never say how long you have to wait.
But no, there's something in that.
I think, yeah, I'll put it to the powers that be. And hey, if anyone else has got any ideas for adaptations we could have, do you remember when the song was just after the fight back in '89? It was Bulldogs Fight and Bulldogs Bite and Bulldogs Fight. Remember '89 because you know famously they said '89 was
good.
It was good, but it doesn't rhyme.
No.
Fight and nine.
Yeah,
I mean, that's Beyonce levels of rhyming couplets.
Yeah.
I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. That doesn't rhyme Beyonce. I'm terribly sorry. So I was a bit devastated when that sort of a penny dropped for me that we got to just make a couple of adaptations to our song.
Yep. No, we have had some changes, haven't we? So I think that's another one that we need to go on with. Perhaps gigs. Is this a segue? Perhaps gigs could get involved.
Gigs. I'll happily go into the gigs facts right now.
Gigs facts. Danny asked the questions, and boy, he reacts. So sit on back and relax. Put on your thinking cap, because we're gonna do the.
I actually got a gigs facts for gigs. I was texting gigs. And actually, so this is a Danny fact, first of all. Do you know, Mark Stevens, and I'll be very impressed if you get this, do you know which current Bulldog who played on Saturday night has the longest streak of consecutive games?
Good question.
Thank you.
So obviously it was Bailey Williams, I think, until he got injured. So that's a cross.
Yes.
I need a little bit of think time music here, perhaps.
I'll put on the Jeopardy I'm a Little Teapot.
I'm starting to lean towards Aaron Norton.
It's not a bad one, but remember he's actually, where is he? He is third. He has played 49 consecutive games, Aaron Norton.
Right, okay. Well, I can't really think of anybody else, to be honest.
It's someone very surprising. And I found out...
It's not Bontempelli, is it? He doesn't miss
Bont has had 37 in a row. The other one there is Fraser.
Yep.
Dr. Crane, 45. So,
it's not Lockie Bramble.
It is Lockie Bramble.
Yeah, he's played.
Lockie Bramble, his streak is on. He is, so since he came to the Dogs from Hawthorn 3 years ago, hasn't missed a game. Boy, did that go under the radar.
That's great. He deserves more credit, to be honest.
Absolutely.
He's a little bit of at times, the fans can get stuck into him. He was awesome on the weekend. So how
Who's
many
getting
games
stuck into him? I'll belt them.
What time? So they get into him?
Well, I don't like that because Lockie Bramble's he was fantastic on
what's
Saturday.
he played in a row then? 60-something?
66.
Clickety-click.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Going for 67.
What a great pickup.
Oh, absolutely.
Bevo's backed him in.
Well, and number two is Kennedy. Kennedy has actually played 68 games in a row, but 26 of them were for Carlton. So,
yes.
So he's got the longest streak, but that's not for the Dogs, so don't worry about that. But
So I got there in the end.
You did.
Bramble.
Well done.
Yeah.
I reckon we should get I want to hit up the media manager who's in a good mood, Patrick. Paddy at the Bulldogs, massive Mayo fan.
Right.
He is from County Mayo.
Did he make it over there?
He, I've no idea. I did text him the day after, and he managed to respond. So, no, I think he must have just watched it on TV. But for those who don't know, Mayo are the St Kilda of Irish Gaelic football, GAA, and they won their first flag in like 70. They won the All Ireland final. That's their grand final equivalent. First time in 72, 75 years, something like that. And just, we all lived through 2016. We know the magic of a drought breaking.
I saw the vision. I mean, Croke Park,
which
I've been to, luckily enough, for a couple of international rules games.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Did you hear the commentary when the siren went?
Yeah, it was
The famine is over! The famine is over! And that's good.
Oh, it was so good. It's such a great venue, Croke Park, in Dublin there, and the mean streets of Dublin. It's a little bit of a rough area around there, so it's so...
I think Dublin's quite gentrified now, as far as I know.
No, Croke Park.
Is that in a rough bit? Okay.
Yeah,
right.
The rugby union ground is more in the gentrified area. I just remember Croke Park, whenever I've been there, is more... It's like going into... a bit gritty, like North Melbourne.
Is there a lot of knackers around there? Knackers is what they call their bogans.
Right, bogans. Not a knackery or a
I don't know why. I don't know the origin of it. I just know my Irish cousins call them the knackers.
Yeah, it's a school of hard knocks around there, similar to a North Melbourne where the rugby union ground sort of East Melbourne.
Yeah, okay.
You know the difference?
Yeah, I vaguely. Yeah, absolutely, I get it. Anyway, so why are we getting that? So I think this is because So Patrick, the Bulldogs media manager, will be in a good mood. Yep. This is the time we ask him for a favour. This is what I've been. First of all, we want to interview Bont. We still haven't ever got him. Bevo. It would be great to interview Bevo. Wouldn't it be great if we couldn't get those two? Because I get they're busy. Bramble and Baker, the two the two best moustaches. Two best red moustaches in Bulldogs history.
I agree.
Getting them at the same time.
Yeah. Well, Baker would be a great get.
Yeah.
He's got all his golf going on. He's got the mo. We want him back in the side.
Absolutely, we do.
I'm a little bit surprised he's not in the team.
Yeah.
He adds a bit of panache.
Because we won the VFL by like 80 points as well. All our teams won. We won the VFLW, we won the AFLW practice match. Man, it's bloody good.
So is Bramble... I've barely heard him talk in the media.
No, exactly.
I think he's gettable. We can, he's done there an interview anywhere.
Yeah.
I put a request into Elliott's, the other media guy who does a lot of the player requests. I think we might be a chance.
Yeah, I put in requests for the new captains of the AFLW as well.
Yep.
D. Berry's been a captain for a while, but Izzy Pritchett is who we want. Of course, we want Tam Hyatt as well. So they had a great win. Did you watch it?
No, I've seen the scores.
I saw the highlights.
So we're going to be better this year.
Yeah.
We need to be.
I reckon.
Yeah, we need to be.
Griggs
I think we
played so well.
Yep.
She's got a bit of mongrel in her. She's just fantastic. That was, I'm really excited about the AFLW season. I think we're going to do really great things.
Yeah, it's weird timing again with that kicking off, isn't it? And I felt a bit sorry for the women's launch. There was just a couple of players there and a little puff of smoke.
How weird is that? They've sold
out of a
out
smoke
the
machine.
Australia Island game and they're not moving it to a bigger venue. I mean, why aren't you playing that in Melbourne?
I can understand you want it in a packed environment.
Sure.
Smaller surface. Small
Icon
ground.
Park? Man, I would love to watch that.
Spreading the message. North Sydney Oval. It's a small ground, though, for footy. Very small. But it should have a good atmosphere, so they're spreading the gospel. It can't always be in Carlton, Danny, just in Northcote,
This is. I also did ask Giggs, and I asked you the same question, just due to the political machinations of yesterday. I mean, you worked at Parliament House for many years. A leadership spill is always exciting. And our new Premier, Ben Carroll, I believe is his name, North Melbourne supporter.
Yes, so I've met him a few times. He's actually a good guy.
Is he all right?
Ben Carroll.
Okay.
So credit to him. Congratulations to him. Often sort of bumped him in the hallway. Always give a wink and a quick hello. I've seen him in a North Melbourne jumper, so he's a serious North supporter. Okay. They did a dunk thing, dunking in the freezing water for MND. So he had the North
Ice
gear
Bucket
on.
Challenge.
Yeah.
That's
so we haven't really had too many. Tim Pallas, The former treasurer was a bulldog.
Is that the closest we've got? There's never. So we had Gillard.
No. Do you reckon Julia Gillard's hangs off every moment of bulldog games still?
I don't think she ever did, but
No.
I reckon if I saw Julia Gillard randomly at the airport and I said, "Oh, g'day, former Prime Minister Julia Gillard. How about the dog?" She would go. I reckon she would be smart enough to just go, "Yep, great win against the Tigers last week."
Yeah, probably smart enough. Her ex-boyfriend Tim Matheson
Yeah.
was a cult figure. I grew up
The
in
hairdresser.
Shepparton, the hairdresser, and I
Yeah.
knew him in Shep.
That's right.
Absolute ratbag. We couldn't believe it. Like, good on Tim Matheson he moved into the lodge there for a while. I can't believe Jane's just fallen down the stairs, but we'll recover from that.
Her and Tim Matheson have been hanging out. So let me do the actual gigs facts for you, my friend. So the gigs facts this week. In 2026, we've now had 3 streaks of 3 wins. And in the Bevo era, the only other season we've had 3 streaks of 3 wins were 2016, 2021, and last year. Which, although we didn't make finals last year, it was a club record for the best percentage ever. So that's pretty good. When we've had wins in rounds 18, 19, and 20, which matches the same rounds... Hang on. We've won in rounds 18, 19 and 20, which also happened in 15, 17, 21 and 24. 2024 run was followed by another win, but 15, 17 and 21 we lost in round 21. So late season streaks have been a factor of the Bevo era. But
There's some symmetry.
Here's what I want to quiz you on. How do you reckon the Dogs have gone in interstate games this year? Now, we're not counting Gather Round here. That doesn't, because that's an interstate game for Hawthorn as well.
Well, I'm just quickly thinking we're 1, 2, lost to Sydney. 3 wins, 1 loss.
4 wins, 1 loss. So we beat Brisbane,
Yep.
we beat Adelaide, we beat Port,
Yes, Port.
and we beat who's the
Gold
last
Coast.
one? Gold Coast. There we go.
We beat Port. We should have won that by more. So that, look,
4-1. And
you-
by the way, that's top of the ladder for
Yeah.
the whole league.
Right.
80% win.
Okay.
The closest Collingwood are 2-2, Hawthorn are 1-2, but no one. No, this is just Victorian teams, by the way, because it's unfair to bring in the interstate teams on that. But we are the best performing Victorian team interstate at the moment.
we're ticking a lot of boxes, aren't we?
Hell yeah.
With these records, wins against high teams, wins against interstate sides.
Mate, we are the county Mayo of the AFL. Yeah. We're due to break a 10-year drought.
Well, if we start well this week, you never know. But I was rapt to see it, County Mayo. You love a good fairy tale story.
Oh, absolutely.
And obviously Leicester City winning the same year as the Dogs.
Oh, that
was
year.
extraordinary.
Mate,
too.
that year you had Cronulla Sharks, you had the Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Cubs. It was a very odd. So but we're not the drought breakers anymore. But if any of them won it again, I guess that would be the symbol we're looking for. All right, before we wrap up, I just want to point out, just looking at my other notes. Oh, how good was that goal? English taps it to Bont, boots it in. Norton marks it immediately, hand passes it to Waitman. That was the best passage of play I've seen all year, but there was one I loved even more in this, but this was an individual effort.
Yes.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I reckon it might be Ed.
Is it the smother?
Yes.
Oh, so good. So if you didn't see it, Ed Richards has a shot from 50. It's smothered. What a rare mistake by Ed Richards, but he gathers his own smothered ball, passes it to Artie, keeps running. Artie just gives it off to him. Great goal by Ed
Great
Richards.
goal. And his stats and rankings points in all indicators were actually better than Naz.
Oh, really?
They're all raving about that 46 and 4. I've seen ratings where Ed was the highest ranked player of the round.
Mate, then, okay, you work in the media. Explain to me this. I watched, on the couch, I watched AFL 360. I watched a bit of First Crack. I don't watch the agenda setters because I just find it clickbaity and muckraking. There literally no mention of the Bulldogs at all.
It was an off-Broadway game. 1 out Saturday night. Should have been bigger, but that's just being caught up in the Tiger.
When I worked at ABC Grandstand, we were sort of told you have to at least mention every
That's
team.
the ABC way. It's not.
Yeah, what? Proper broadcasting?
No, but we're in mainstream media. You go what rates and whatever's interesting. I know ABC likes to share everything and caring, but you've got to go
But
with
to
what's
not
interesting.
mention us at all.
Yeah, but they overdid Naz. They should have shown the Richards goal. You're right.
Absolutely.
From there. And
Bit too much focus on Cody. Great pass to Artie Jones. So I was like, oh, the housemates, look where they go. I go, yeah, but he was also very much in his peripheral vision. It's not. It wasn't.
they cling to everything. You know that Dacos is well. I've lost my train of thought.
Oh, he's got
you know
like
that Taylor Walker's son. You haven't heard this
I
before?
haven't heard this.
He's a Collingwood
What's this one?
fan and loves Nick Dacos.
Okay.
But that's been overcooked.
Oh, yeah.
It has been
Yeah,
done
right.
within an inch of its life.
See, this is why I
Just
don't
like
watch
this Cody
Agenda
and
Savers.
Artie thing. And
That, mind you, what a house to live. That'd be a good fly on the wall. Like, do you reckon Do you reckon it's a clean house, or I reckon they both live to the beat of their own drum? I reckon the dishes wouldn't be done, but my God, there would be a lot of laughter.
No, I think Cody would have that place spotless.
Oh yeah, you
Like
reckon?
he's like a home beautiful type operator.
Is he?
He renovates homes and just beautifully
That's
decorates. So I think that'd be spotless. I think Lockie Smith lives there as well.
Oh, really?
Big country boy. I think he's a totally different personality to the other two.
Do you reckon there's a roster for the dishes? Or
Probably. I was never good at that in my share house in Mathura Road, Toorak. I think they used to get a bit frustrated that I didn't do a lot of the cleaning.
Yeah.
And that can lead to tension.
Absolutely. So I wonder. Anyway, we can just speculate on
You'd
that.
pay a cleaner, surely, wouldn't you? If you're those
You'd think.
guys?
Oh, yeah, this is the last thing we have to... actually, no, there's two things we have to talk about on the agenda. First of all, Riley West, 100 games this Friday.
That's crept up, hasn't it?
Very
Obviously
exciting.
dropped for one, but he's got it back. He's just got that...
Yeah, he had a few years where he couldn't really break into the senior side, but man, he's just... Like, I was really surprised he got dropped a couple of weeks ago, but that just shows how much I know.
I would have played him and it didn't work. I mean, the decision to drop him, I mean, he's come back in form, but I think leaving him out for that Sydney game left us a bit light on for experience in the tight confines of the SCG. So,
and the banner will be celebrating him and the fact that he's bringing up his 100th game in the West.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See,
No, he's,
take that away, Collingwood. What
and
are
he's
you going
been
to do?
in the middle a little bit more, Westy.
Yep.
So I reckon he'll get to 200 now. What is he?
Oh,
25?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So he's only halfway there.
Absolutely.
So, and they say when you get to 200, that's bona fide AFL career there. I think there's only 4% of players have got to the 200.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know the stats on that.
Yeah,
but
it's not easy to get to.
No, but he's an absolute purebred. We love him and we're excited about his little brother potentially getting on board.
Levi, who I've been watching. He hasn't had a lot of publicity. Maybe they're hiding him. Hopefully the Dogs are.
Yes.
Because Will Darcy was similar.
Yep.
Didn't hear anything. He just sort of going along quietly. Recruiters weren't talking about him, didn't rate him. I think he's developing okay.
Yeah.
He's a watch and wait too.
Oh, exciting. All right, the last thing we've got to talk about, this exploded on our Patreons last week. There was a lot of discussion, so I thought I'd bring it to the free-to-air. And it was just a couple of weeks ago when I was watching the footy here at Rancho Stevo, at your house. You generously invited me around, and we were watching the game. You went for a walk because you weren't sure we were going to win. So I was discussing with your lovely wife Jane and her friend Alison, and I just asked, who's the best looking of the current AFL men's team of the Footscray Football Club, and they immediately answered James O'Donnell, which I was surprised by.
And I tipped that, didn't I? I picked it.
You picked it, absolutely.
Interesting to see what our loyal fans think and whether they agree.
And that sparked a big old discussion within the Patreon groups. A lot of love for Bont, and absolutely, why wouldn't you? I don't think I can actually say who the best looking Bulldog is because simply... As soon as they've got that jumper on, I love them. They've got the ball in hand, and I'm not designed to find men attractive in that way. So I'm very interested. If you're into blokes, tell us who is the best looking Bulldog. I mean, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah, we've got no one of the Gia class, I've got to say.
Yeah, but that's
He was
unfair.
unfair. Hey?
It goes Chris Hemsworth, Gian Siracusa, Daylight, George Clooney.
Yeah. He's still going well, Gia. The grey hair is actually suiting him.
Yeah.
It's sort of real bouffant
Yes.
of greyness, and it's working for Gia. But maybe the listeners can think about in history the best.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think James O'Donnell's won out in that dog side the more I think about it. But in history, there's been some interesting looking guys and good looking characters, I'm sure. Not sure Bob Murphy in year one was that appealing.
No, he grew into his looks,
Yeah.
Bob. He was very good looking by the end. He suits the grey very well. John Schultz was one of the most historically good looking
and just a
Bulldogs.
lovely, lovely man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I met him a couple of times. In fact, one time I met him at Fed Square before the semi-final where we beat Hawthorn, and I was chatting to John Schultz, and someone came up to him and went, "Hey, it's the banner guy. Can I get a photo?" And asked Schultz to take the photo. And I was like, dudes, do you know who this is?
Yeah, sadly passed away. Well, it was a couple of years ago, John Schultz.
24, yeah.
I really remember.
He was a good-looking man.
Yeah, and the special occasions when he'd come into the rooms and talk to... He'd often be in the rooms just as a fatherly figure, a gentle soul.
Yep.
He and Bob Murphy obviously got along well together.
Yes.
So maybe Gia, and then
best
after
all time, best current. We're just curious, let's let's objectify our doggies. But yeah, I should ask my wife who's
Danny
the best
Southern
looking.
probably just miss out.
Hey, no, well, say someone's
got
gonna
appeal.
Someone's going to find it. Yeah,
He'd
look,
have
they're
appeal
all
on
gorgeous.
that rough area there
Actually,
in
Tim
Dublin. What do you
English.
call it? The
Tim
knackered
English.
area in Dublin.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening to us. Very special guest coming up in the Patreon. We're going to be talking to Tom K. Boyd, who you might know from this podcast. Finally getting to chat to him about where he thinks where we're at for the season. And don't forget, everyone, my comedy special, it's recording this Saturday. So if you're not too tired after celebrating us beating Freo on Friday night, love to see you 4 o'clock. There's a couple of tickets left. And of course, if you're a Danny Boyd listener, you can
go well,
we'll
Danny.
squeeze you in.
I'll be just coming back from the Barossa, so sorry I can't make this.
Yeah, what are you
one.
doing in the Barossa?
Well,
this week?
just a bit of a quick little 3-day tour.
Yeah, nice.
Jane obviously she won a voucher about 5 years ago that was ready to expire. We thought we are going to have to use it.
Yeah, fair
So we're
enough.
over to the Barossa.
Just the two of you?
Yep, just the two of us.
So both your children have got an empty house in Richmond.
Yeah,
There'll be a house party here, Rancho Stevo. If you're going for a zombie walk through Richmond on Friday, and you hear a massive house party, you are near Rancho Stevo,
There's every
my friends.
chance, although they're just getting old enough now where they're more responsible.
Boring.
Worse when you got 16-year-olds. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, they're off the leash then, and anything can happen.
All right, time to get behind the paywall. Go Dogs.
Gave my childhood to that roar of the red, white and blue sea, and the knowledge that you had two loves, the Bulldog boys and me. 20 years on, I feel that longing hanging in September air. But the reason I go every week is to pretend you're still there. And they will find the glory one day, and I will throw it at your feet. It's a long, long road they're running for you, the dogs of Footscray streets. Long, long road they're running for you, the dogs of Footscray streets.